a Nietzschean perspective on power, psychology, and human nature. Stop for a moment. Before you continue watching, answer this honestly. Have you ever noticed that people support you when you are weak, but begin to resist you the moment you grow stronger? Have you felt admiration turn into silence, encouragement turn into criticism, closeness turn into distance? If you have, understand this clearly. The problem was never you. The problem was the truth you began to reflect. Friedrich Nietzsche understood this long before most people were ready to hear it. He understood that humans do not hate strength because it is cruel, but because it exposes what they lack. And most people would rather attack a mirror than face their own reflection. This video is not here to comfort you. It's here to reveal what is rarely said out loud. If you are ready to understand human psychology as it truly is, not as we wish it to be, subscribe now and share this video, because what comes next may permanently change the way you see people. People do not hate you because you are evil. They do not hate you because you are unfair. They hate you when they can no longer control you. Mental strength disrupts social comfort. When you stop seeking approval, stop explaining yourself, stop reacting emotionally, you silently announce something dangerous. You no longer need permission to exist. Nietzsche believed that most people do not seek truth. They seek emotional safety, and the mentally strong man steals that safety simply by standing firm. Strength is not loud. It does not threaten. It does not beg to be recognized. It exists, and existence alone is enough to disturb those who live by validation. The strong man does not need to dominate. His presence alone destabilizes weak structures. This is why strength attracts resistance. Nietzsche spoke often of the herd. The herd survives through sameness, agreement, and shared weakness. Rules protect them. Numbers comfort them. The mentally strong man stands apart. He does not dissolve into the crowd. He carries responsibility instead of excuses. He chooses solitude over conformity, and this difference creates hostility. The herd does not hate the wolf because it is violent. It hates the wolf because it is free. When you grow mentally strong, you will lose things. You will lose people who benefited from your insecurity. You will lose relationships built on your neediness. You will lose validation that depended on your silence. But what you gain is something rare. You gain self-respect. Nietzsche never promised peace. He promised transformation. Character is not forged in comfort. It is forged in pressure. Pain is not an enemy in Nietzsche's philosophy. It is a sculptor. The man who has never been broken does not intimidate anyone. The man who was broken and rebuilt himself does, because he reminds others of every moment they chose to escape instead of endure. And that reminder feels like an accusation. Hatred toward the strong is rarely direct. It hides behind jokes, subtle insults, labels, and moral judgments. They will call you arrogant, cold, selfish, unempathetic. But strength is always misunderstood, because strong men do not explain themselves. And the inability to explain is terrifying to those who rely on control. People love what they can predict. They fear what they cannot. The calmer you become, the more anxious they feel. The quieter you grow, the louder their imagination becomes. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is power. Here is a truth few are willing to accept. Not everyone who smiles at you wants you to become strong. Some people love you only when you are smaller than them. Your growth feels like their loss. Nietzsche understood that humans protect their self-image above all else. And when you threaten that image simply by existing differently, you become the enemy. This is not personal. It is psychological. The mentally strong man does not create enemies intentionally. He creates them effortlessly, because he embodies something others fear becoming responsible for. He does not complain. He does not chase. He does not collapse under pressure. And this exposes a painful contrast. Strength in Nietzsche's view is not emotional numbness. It is emotional mastery. The strong man feels anger but does not obey it, feels fear but does not surrender to it, feels pain but does not run from it. This internal discipline is what unsettles people most. Because most humans are ruled by emotion. They react. They explode. They seek reassurance. And when they encounter someone who cannot be emotionally shaken, they feel exposed. Stability becomes intimidating in a chaotic world. Understand this. The world does not reward strength immediately. It tests it. You will be challenged, misunderstood, isolated. But Nietzsche never argued that strength should be popular, only that it should be authentic. The strong man does not seek universal love. He seeks alignment with himself, and that is why his presence feels rare. Now comes the crucial question. What will you do with this understanding? Will you shrink to be accepted, or will you accept the cost of strength? Strength walks alone at first, but it walks clean. Approval is crowded, but empty. The strong man does not demand loyalty. He inspires respect, and respect lasts longer than affection. If you are still listening, you are no longer here out of curiosity. You are here because something resonates, and this is only the beginning. In the full long-form video, we will go deeper into Nietzsche's philosophy of self-mastery. We will break down how to build unshakable mental strength, how to handle hatred without becoming bitter, how to stand firm without becoming cruel. If you want that depth, subscribe now and share this video with someone who feels punished for growing stronger. Because once you understand these rules, you cannot unsee them. So ask yourself one final question. Do you want to be liked, or do you want to be powerful? Because the two rarely coexist. And the man who chooses power no longer asks for permission to exist. He simply does. And the world adjusts. If this message challenged you, support the channel by subscribing and sharing this video. The next one will go even deeper.